Why, GERAS? What comes
But
next?
another match. Losers finals. MichaelCeraFan looking to pull off the impossible and double eliminate the twins. Is he going to do the dirty work of online kill 4?
Only going to help. I think they're in cahoots, as it were. Right through here. A little bit of recovery time against Madame Bo. This is actually a nice little setup here for MichaelCera for a bit.
Someone in chat said that they are a fan of MichaelCeraFan. That's quite a fanception going on there.
It's a better, that is.
Oh, what a start. He's a MichaelCeraFan fan.
Fight.
MichaelCeraFan fandom.
Is there a fandom growing for MichaelCeraFan right now? And do they all have pictures of MichaelCera as their avatars? Or is it a picture of MichaelCeraFan?
Poor Madame Bo. Why did she slide so far?
Nah, she had that coming from some of the stuff we saw in week 1. No. She had the bottle whack from the back.
Head. Look at all this health lead that MichaelCera has.
Unafraid to go for the snap and neutral right there. Having the cone to keep him safe. Madame Bo catching another stray. Right back at you! And not ready for the return to sender at the last moment. The Rotaro reflect.
Brother, I would have been ready for that.
Putting Unjust in a deer in headlights. Oh my god.
Wait, isn't
That
that
was
how,
so fast.
Isn't that how Sub-Zero died in the first movie?
Yeah,
Didn't he get sent back to ice?
I mean, yeah, if it's a bucket of water instead of a giant horse with a energy shield.
That's tough, bro.
That was perfectly timed. It's actually pretty hard to reflect stuff like on reaction like that.
Yeah.
Luckily, that goop blow on the slower side.
GERAS. Madame Bo.
Because generally that startup takes a little bit for Rotaro to get primed and ready to reflect.
Save reality.
So that had to almost been just, they both hit it at the same time. Like that hard read that MichaelCera said, all right, this is the distance you're going to want to throw goo ball at this point. Had to get the setup here. Hold out. Doesn't want to hold that bomb pressure.
Ooh. And I've always found that Motaro is effective against CYRAX in general. You know, being able to just, like, right now, he can just do something and then full screen teleport and just kind of control or counter some of the pace and control that CYRAX has on the screen with bombs.
Come here, sets up with the bottle, but 2+ here. Doesn't get to throw.
Doing full teleport, which is kind of scary. It's a riskier. Or it is a risk, I should say. I don't think CYRAX is going to punish anything full screen. Ready for the Madame Bo. That was a hidden bottle toss, you dirty old woman.
That was huge awareness for MichaelCera too, because you could just barely hear that moment, and I think that's exactly what MichaelCera reacted to, which is hold down, we know a toss is coming.
I'm just trying to fade out a snap right now. Looked like CeraFan was looking to actually. Oh my goodness, still got the punish. That was frame perfect, and it will not be able to break. Big damage. What a cash out. While you're frozen in that time freeze, nothing you can do. Back to full screen, into the sweep. CeraFan putting on a clinic right now of GERAS control. Me and the advancement buff, but Madame Bo got some payback for all those streams. It didn't do any damage, but she sent a message. she sent a message. Get out of my bar, you kids! Oh, that was a disrespectful neutral jump, but it worked.
Set up here. Oh, we got the throw this time. That we were looking for. Let's see if he got the cycle with these bombs. Not an easy feat. He still has some plus pressure.
That's a combo. Huge hit advantage on that overhead ender. Plus saw what's the mix going to be here on knockdowns. 2 bombs on the ground, and that was likely going to be chipped given the circumstances. Hear me out.
Okay.
Letting go block on purpose so you build more meter than the opponent.
You know, that's a gamble.
Oh, and I think they meant to spend 2 bars right there because they would have been gone. And no cancel. Had a full down and bow loaded there too. I think just some execution errors there out of nowhere from MightyUnjust.
Here we go.
Full time. It was a high to low. Backed up by some hiddenness right there. Insane setups from CYRAFan. When he spent the 2 bars, he has gotten the most out of it. Almost come back to no bomb right there. These two are battling. Catching some walking. You ever walk wrong before?
Yeah. It happens when you hit your 30s.
Gravity starts affecting those bones a little different. Takes the meter though. That's gonna take away Armored Motaro being a threat here. So smart. The walk back again.
Oh no. Okay. Able to block just in time. Not overextending on our string. Watch the back four. The final toe.
Catching walking again, and MichaelCeraFan is gonna take another one. He is a game away from double eliminating the twins tonight. Not how I thought any of this was gonna go.
It's the Motaro. A valiant steed riding you to the grand finals.
The noble
Potentially
steed
here.
is doing the deed here tonight. That's right. That's a noble steed. And you know what?
CYRAX.
We're currently sitting at, what was it, $291 on the match, Reno?
Motaro.
Sure. Yeah.
Temple of Katarot.
Checking just in case at the refresh. Yeah.
Oh,
$291.
that is
Potentially
that
That's a fat finger right there. That's what that is.
Round 1.
You have 291 right there. I'm gonna bring us up to 300 tonight. Thank you for that. I don't know if you guys saw the cheeky ender to one of Sarah matches earlier, where he snuck in one little back shot into a combo. I saw it.
Stop here. Time doesn't stand still for GERAS. Where's the bomb? Where are the bombs, Aqua? I can't.
Oh, the sneaky bow slide.
What's up here? Nice load. Alright, I can teleport and look at how, like, just stagnant that Unjust is staying in terms of positioning, right? Does not want to move and get caught by the back four that we've seen so often, or a time stop at this point. Lincoln set up for corner now.
All that meter, all that money, his bank account's getting drained. That's what a casino does. My God. No, reverse time for you. He might build one here. Sets up.
Oh
full setup.
my.
And no escaping. Long death. I had to quote Geese on that one. I don't know if anyone's getting that reference.
Round 2. Fight.
But Unjust pulling the Sonic Fox setup out. That was what was so lethal at Combo Breaker this past week.
I think we saw only 1 or 2 escapes that are popping, if I'm not mistaken. And they were just like lucky escapes.
There was a player that was trying out Mortal Kombat from another game. He was like a Guilty Gear player or something, and was using Sonic Fox's prior team, CYRAX Arena, and had to face Sonic Fox round 2.
Oh no.
And it was wrong.
I'm sorry, it is not Hourglass. That's what we're talking about, chat.
No.
Nice.
Can CYRAFan close out right now? He's activated the MightyUnjust Prime, aka the mightiest Unjust. USA's mightiest hero right now. There was
Oh no, I forgot about. I forgot, Jog. Oh my god. It didn't register until you walked right back on top of it. Yeah, that was there.
An absolute trap setup by MightyUnjust. Keeps him on the board. A Chancla will be the undoing of GERAS.
Man, I can't even be mad about that setup. Chat, you can't even complain about that one either. That was sick.
So many things that you have to think about.
Finish him.
And visually, being able to get behind your opponent like that. Unjust says that wasn't a bag, by the way. I just couldn't fade his nose on the screen. No, I'm going to count it, Unjust. Nah.
Definitely a bag.
Nah, step up.
Can't believe it. See, normally I'm a pretty staunch defender of those that are buffering their down inputs. But if you have to call it out, clearly, that's what you meant to do.
I personally find that that's what sometimes you need in order to get into a match. You know, when you're down 2-0 in a situation like this, you know, you got to rev up the engine. You got to give it some gas.
Got to pump the squats, you know.
Yep. You got to pump not pump the brake, pump the gas. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. I'm gonna stop right there.
That is a song that they have played at a few clubs before.
That
like
they have
in the 90s.
Yep. Sure was. I'm
Maybe a
sure
little bit early,
age.
actually. Yeah.
I've been around the block, Zero. I'll just leave it at
Do
that.
they still call you Aqua from the block?
They still call me Aquafina.
Huh. Well, I'm glad that you know what? Good for you giving up that name to another famous actress.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Bombs away. Steal some resources here. There's a threat of bottle behind you.
Still in the back. Toss it short. GERAS goes long. That's the second time that the full delay, no neutral jumps got him out of the pressure of 4-4.
I see that, chat. Michael! You know, all I'm thinking of is someone screaming at MichaelCera. Finish it, Michael! Just MichaelCera's like, ah!
Well, we got out! That was like a quick little micro duck in the block at like a frame to escape. And Sarah showing off the defense.
See here? Oh my god, what a jab!
That interruption saved him. Sarah was fishing. Resource-wise, looking incredible as Unjust right now. Still 3 sticks of butter right now.
Oof. Getting a little cautious on these bottles that get tossed out here, but that still gives a forward advance opportunity for MightyUnjust. Or you stall out here before you take an action.
God, that was looking like a block infinite into what is going to be another setup. Multitude of bombs. Jump down. He's alive.
Knockdown. Nice. You take that risk with that life lead. Okay, there's low. Wow, way to steal it. And if you would have got a conversion off that bottle toss, that would have been insane.
I would have cried. And I think that there is a timing to do that, and then there's a different timing to try to make it as safe as possible on whiff, and then try to make it as safe as possible on block. So there are some mind games to play right there, and I'm trying to find the answers for it. It really all depends on when they throw that bottle in the rotation of the helicopter spin. And that could have been the moment right there. No cancel into the Motaro teleport for a meterless pickup, which I know can be really tricky off of like raw hits and stuff. But we got ourselves a situation here in another game 5.
And Unjust did it while being attacked by a bug.
Yeah. Wait. Craziest bug in the game, or like an actual bug was on your screen, like an insect? No, like an actual bug. That's petrifying.
What comes next?
Was it like a water bug? He's on the coast right here. It's a game 5 though. Let's go. Get that bug out of here. The fire should scare it. We got you, Unjust. That's what.
Well, I mean, balls do fly into fire, so maybe it cracks.
Oh yeah, we might actually be hindering him versus helping him in this situation. Oh man, the mobility. Both guys out of cameos. He's just letting it rip on block right there with the armor.
If anything, MightyUnjust has gotten that time to get the armor out every time on these interactions against MichaelCera. Draining away. Bomb set up here. Rewind. Great positioning.
Whoa! Nasty conversion there off just the forward one, too.
That's actually a big deal. The laser shot coming just in the nick of time to shut down Madam Bo. But armor again.
I just could smell some Penny's Motaro right there. The corners where you get mighty greedy with it. Oh my goodness!
What?
The sand pillar from downtown having such a unique property to it where if it hits behind the opponent, will become a full launcher for Gears. Such a unique projectile.
Being able to make that quick call to go for the Mataro opener off the fatal blow just to close out the round, that's huge. Sets yourself up for a great spot in this next round. However, being down a couple bars on resources, not so great. Good duck and awareness on the bottle toss.
That bow slide used just like the Ferris slide, and that's so active on the screen. Oh, Ragu! Eats the flubber, and the the meter's gone. Do this again. Here we go.
For the bottle. Oh! Actually, if you were a step closer, I think the hurt boxes were laid just correctly there for Unjust to get a follow up. Tomatoes. Still cover zone for that range here. A teleport. Again,
I thought
just
a bomb
the
was gonna be
sound
there.
awareness there for MichaelCera to duck on those bottles.
Sensational. The awareness of what MightyUnjust are trying to think ahead on. And oh my gosh, the movement away from that bomb, and he almost fell into the second one again. From Mataro. A lot of plus frames are coming. And this is all she wrote. CYRAFan double eliminates both twins in the Kolosseum week number 3. Lighting it up in a game number 5. Surviving and stopping the reverse 3-0. Snap, he's at grand finals.
Absolutely insane. Honestly, if there's anything you take away from the set, it is just the outstanding audio quality of Mortal Kombat. To have that awareness for which position Madame Bo might be appearing on. If you're listening closely, you can hear each and every time. The moment she tosses that bottle, and that's when you notice that MichaelCera has at least the wherewithal to make that duck. Whether it's just not only the sound, but also that visual cue of the cameo meter just draining ever so slightly. Like, it's one spatial awareness of just being able to pay attention to your opponent's resources, but also that audio awareness that gives you that very early call, because you will always react to sound before you react to video.